because this is where you're going to make the majority of your money very quickly. So the first one is doing the rent increases versus the below market rents. So what your competitors were charging. And if you look at if you have multiple grades of assets in your market, you look at the competitors that are most like your facility and then raise all your rates up to 95 to 100% of what they're charging. So who do you do it first? Do you raise rental rates for certain renters first, or how does that work? Again, there was the Fernando method, which is just rip off the Band-Aid, but I'm going to show you the industry standard method in case you don't want to, maybe you're new to the industry and you're afraid that there's going to be a mass exodus. So one of the ways of doing it is to look at length of time renting. So maybe you go to the people that have been renting there the longest because they're most likely to have the lowest rates, and then raise them up first. And then you do the next couple years and the next couple years until you're right up to the guys that just started renting in the last year. The next thing is distance from the facility. So if you start with the guys and gals that are the farthest away from the facility, maybe they're unwilling to move to a new facility just to save $5 or $10. So maybe you start with those guys first. Another method is to do a certain number of units first. So like I said, maybe 20% of your units every quarter if you want to kind of even out the exodus of renters. And then you can also do size of units. You know, the facilities that have larger square footage, maybe the 10 by 30s, 300 square feet, or the 20 by 30, 600 square feet, that's a lot of stuff. And maybe they're willing to absorb a rate increase more than, say, someone that's got a 5 by 5 unit, which is about the size of a closet. That's a lot easier to move than, you know, moving an entire house.